Hello chemistry fans, and welcome back to the Chemistry 1032 problem solving set here at the Academic Success Center at Broward College North Campus. This problem is all about rounding off numbers properly to the proper number of significant figures. Now, if you've forgotten how to do significant figures, please refer back to your textbook or immediately call for a tutor to figure out significant figures. We're going to jump right into rounding off significant figures. So let's start with the top one here in the left-hand corner of the table. 7.4124. That number actually has 5 significant figures. And we want to round that off to 4. So what we want to do is count the first 4 significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're looking at the 2. The 2 is the last digit in the number that we want to keep. The 4 is going to do what's called round away. So now but we can't just discount the 4. We can't just ignore it. We have to examine it. Now the rule is, find the number, the last digit in the number that you want to keep, that's the 2, and then look at the next digit beyond it, the 4. If the next digit beyond the 2 is 4 or less, the 2 will stay the same. If it had, say for example, the 4 had been a 6, the 2 would have gone up by 1. We'll see that in further examples. So, 4 significant figures. 7.412. This number had 5 significant figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one now has 4. The 2 stayed the same because the 4 was 4 or less, so it did not round the 2. The 2 did not increase by 1. Okay? So that's how you go to 4 significant figures. Now, 3 significant figures. Well, go back to your original number, count 3. 1, 2, 3. So the 1 is our third significant figure. Look to the first digit beyond the 1. The 2 now, we have to consider the 2. The 2 is less than 4. So the 1 will stay the same. So to put this number into 3 significant figures would be 7.41. Because the 2 was less than 4, this 1 stayed the same. Now we're going to go to 2 significant figures. Go back to the original number. Count 2 significant figures. There's 1, there's 2. So now, the 4 is our second significant digit. Look at the 1. The next number beyond the 4 is the 1. The 1 is less than 4. So this 4 here will stay the same. So the answer here is 7.4. All right, last column. 1 significant figure. Well, here's our first significant figure, the 7. Look 1 digit beyond it, the 4. Again, it's 4 or less, so the 7 will remain the same. So 1 significant figure would be 7. All right, that one was pretty straightforward. Let's try the middle one, 14.880. We want 4 significant figures, and this number has 5. Okay, so we count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 8 is our 4th significant figure. Look 1 digit beyond the 8 to the 0. Well, 0 is less than 4, so the 8 will stay the same. 14.88. All right, next, 3 significant figures. Well, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 8 is our third significant figure. Look 1 digit beyond that. Now it's an 8. But hold on now. 8 is greater than 4. So what do? That actually will change this first 8 to a 9. So the answer would be 14.9. Let's go over that again. The third significant figure is the 8. Look 1 digit beyond it, it's another 8. Now we have to consider something. This 8 that I'm pointing at, that I've underlined, is greater than 4. That causes the first 8 to round up by 1. So instead of 14.8, it should be 14.9 because of this 8 right here. Okay, next, 2 significant figures. Count them. 1, 2, the 4. The 4 is the second significant figure. Go to the next digit beyond it, and what do you got? Another 8. All right? So that 8 that we're looking at now is greater than 4. So that forces this number 4 here to increase by 1. So the answer here would be 15. Okay? It's a little tricky, but I think you're going to get the hang of it. We'll keep doing some more examples here. So now we want to go to 1 significant figure. Go back to the original number. So we have a 1 right here. The next digit in the sequence is a 4. So now we have to be very careful. This number here, let's think about it in terms of money, is $14.88. If I ask you how much money do you have in one significant figure, you're not going to say 1, because most people in this question would say 1. You're not going to say 1 because you obviously have more than $1 in your pocket. You're actually going to say 10, 1, 0, where the 0 is a placeholder. It's just telling me that my number is large. But it gives me no information about what digit goes here in the tens place. So it's just going to be 10. All right? Now that's confusing. I know it's confusing. So that's why the next question is designed to help reinforce this thing. Okay? Always think about money in these questions. If you have $14.88 and I ask you to round that to one significant figure, you're certainly not going to say 1. Okay? You're going to say 10 because you have more than $10. All right? But rounding it to one significant figures forces it to go down to 10. Okay? Let's try another one. We want to put 4,267 into 4 significant figures. Well, lucky for us, it's already in 4 significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4. So simply just write the number again. All right, now, 3 significant figures. So 1, 2, 3. The 6 is my 3rd significant figure. One digit beyond it is the 7. So the 7 is going to force that 6 to round up by 1. So it's going to be 4, 2, 7. But now be very careful. Think in terms of money again. This is $4,267. If we just leave this number as it is, this is $427. You've just lost a considerable amount of money. So what do we have to do? We have to put a 0 here to tell us that this number is in the thousands. Okay? Don't leave that 0 off. Again, always think about money. 4,267. If that 0 was not there, $427. A big difference. So the 0 must be there. All right, next. 2 significant figures. The 2 is our 2nd significant figure. The 6 is the next digit beyond it. So that 6 will force that 2 to become a 3. So 43. Now, again, always think about money. $4,267. This is 2 significant figures, $43. So that's obviously not right. So we have to fix it. You have to put some zeros in to hold places, to tell me the number is in the thousands. Okay? If those zeros are not there, it's only 43, and this number is in the thousands. So those zeros must be there to tell me how big the number is. All right, last square. 1 significant figure. Well, the 4 is our first significant figure. So and the next number beyond the 4 is a 2. So that 4 will stay the same because 2 is less than 4. So it's going to be 4. But now, always, always, always think about your money. This is over $4,000. If you left it just like that, you're saying you have $4 and you've lost thousands of dollars in the process. So you must put in zeros to hold the place. Okay? Now, I hope this has helped you. If you're still having difficulty understanding why these numbers are rounded the way they are, please call for a tutor or come and see your professor for office hours. Do not let this get away from you. This is a very important concept in chemistry and in all science, really. So you need to get it straight. So don't let it go. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I wish you good luck and good chemistry.